Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you all. How are you all doing? So what are we going to do on this fine Sunday morning? 1 second, I need to go camera off here. What are we going to do? Well, we are going to find something to work on. I've been working a lot on the save system for the map, for the game. And as coming along, there's a bunch of things that still need to be saved, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I think I'm getting to the point where everything is being saved properly. There's just a couple of pieces of missing information. And yeah, I think it'll be all right. And we might do some more of that work today. But there's also a bunch of things in the to-do list here that I want to address. So, you know, we could figure out what we're going to do. There's some more visual updates I can do as well, actually. So we might do some of that. We also might do some new content. We'll see. We will generally see what's going on. But before I get into it, I want to remind everyone that Alchemortis is available for wishlisting. It's a dark fantasy roguelite auto battler where you can create your own builds and synergies using alchemy. So if that sounds interesting to you, then definitely consider wishlisting it. I would appreciate that. You can also support the game financially on Patreon. Not only does that help me out with the development and paying my bills and whatnot, but you also get a couple of nice perks. So if you subscribe at the sponsor tier here for at least 1 month, I will send you an Alchemortis Steam key when the game launches. So this is like a pre-purchase of the game, and your name will be listed in the in-game Alchemortis credits as well. So if that sounds good to you, definitely consider doing that. And also, I've got my Udemy courses. If you want to learn how to build complete games in the Godot engine, check out the Udemy courses. Those are linked below. You can also join the Discord that is also linked below. Every way you could support me is in the description. So yeah, appreciate the support, and let's get right into it. Hello, Clickertail, welcome back. Good to see you. Mr. Square Peg, hello, welcome to the stream. Good morning to you. Good morning. So as I said, I've been working on the map saving quite a bit. I'm sure there's a couple of things missing still, but all of the major things I think are being saved. So I'm saving the inventory, I'm saving all the card abilities, I'm saving the artifacts as well as the artifact state if it has internal state. I'm saving the status of all the revealed nodes and all of the visited nodes. And I'm even saving the obelisk changes now. So if I go to, let's see, if I go to my Alchemortis JSON save file and delete that, I can show you how this looks. So we've got an obelisk here. So the obelisk will change nodes on the map. So if I visit that obelisk, this will transform, so it transforms 3 nodes into combat nodes. So if I select that one, and that's going to transform that one, and that one, and that one. So it's these 3 here. If I go ahead and save the run and close, those changes will be persisted, and those should have the same combat configurations as well. I'm also storing the patrol flag positions, so those are being restored on load as well. So that's arming sword, mutton, flail, mutton. So yeah, those changes are being saved. We're almost there. The only thing that's not being saved properly is these map node effects. So when the obelisk changes something, it also adds a buff to the node. That buff is not being persisted, so I'm going to need to figure out a system for doing that. But I think we can take a break from the saving and loading a little bit, because that is, something that I've been working on nonstop. So we're going to try something else. There are a couple of bugs here that I want to fix, like this artifact mound isn't properly fading out after selecting an artifact. So let's just go in and fix these things really quick. And I'll set up my test map. Artifact is 9. So go to game debug, 9, generate test map. I hope this works. I think it should. even if it's going to try to load the save file. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, but these are being overwritten too. Interesting. I should probably disable loading from the save file if I've got generate test map on. Let me do that really quick as well. If game debug is ignore save file enabled or game debug.is generate test map enabled, we'll just skip that. So we won't attempt to load the save if I've got these debug options in place. There we go. All right, so let's take a gander at this. Hello, Lamatos, welcome back. Snupbill, Yummers, welcome. Good to see you. Okay, so when I click one of these, we can see that that mound is not fading out there. So I need to figure out why that's happening. Artifact container, nope. Artifact event container. So this mound here, mound group, mound. Why is that not fading out, I wonder? Let's go ahead and just access that as a unique name. We'll grab that sprite 2D. Why does it want us to put LOL there? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so we want to do play out mound group. Did this change? I don't know why that's there. I don't think I need that anymore. Mound group. Am I using this still? Okay. All right, that should fix it. Yummers, yeah. We love the yummers. That's some deep lore. Deep stream lore right there. Oh, it's still not fading out. What the heck? Why is that not working? Oh, it's got use parent material on. I see. That's interesting. Why am I doing that? Let's just uncheck that. I don't think that's necessary. Maybe that use parent material wasn't working. That may be, I have another similar issue that's happening, so maybe that's happening elsewhere. Okay, there we go. Everything's fading out properly now. Fix. Artifact event mound not fading out. Cool. Alrighty. So then the next one that's being an issue is the health options are not fading out properly either. So let's go to event type. Max health is 6. Cool. So let's see what happens here. These are just not fading out at all. So if I click this, they don't fade out. Also, they're not playing like an... I thought it was supposed to play an animation or something. Let me see. Health. Option container. Clickable controls, clickable control dot clicked on health option clicked. Select player dot play. Emit signal selected. Health option play out. Visual utilities fade out. So is this doing the same thing where it's using the parent material? Yeah, use parent material is on. Use parent material is on. Use parent material. So why is that not working? So when I'm using the parent material, it's not fading that out properly. So canvas item. Material progress, bind node material. I wonder why is that not working? Let's just run it in debug mode. For some reason, use parent material is not working. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. So I'm using an instance uniform now in that shader. It's probably why. So I'm using an instance uniform in that shader, but that must be breaking with use parent material, because I think the instance uniforms are set on specific nodes rather than, or on specific canvas items rather than on the material. And so it is, the health option is ultimately using the parent material. So there's that fade out shader material gets applied to this root node. And then the idea was that these would all inherit that parent material, but I think the progress value is being tweened on this node and not on these nodes. So even though they are using the parent material, the animation isn't playing for them because of the instance uniform being unique per node here, per canvas item. So I think I'm just gonna have to do this a different way. So instead of doing visual utilities dot fade out this, I'm gonna have to do visual utilities dot fade out small, medium, large. I'm just gonna have to do them all at the same time, even though some of them aren't visible. And then what I can do is I can uncheck use parent material here, uncheck that, uncheck that. I'm pretty sure that will work. I don't know if I have any other places where that's happening. Oh. Yeah, this is a little bit weird. So the clickable control now, the outline for the clickable control isn't working because all these things need to use the parent material. So I'm kind of in a mess here. So the clickable control is adding the outline shader to this health option root node. And all of these nodes are saying to use the parent material. So they're ultimately using this one. But then when I go to fade out, that's not working because of the instance uniform. So I think what I have to do here, unfortunately, is I just have to do small dot use parent material equals false. Just set that to false on those nodes there and then fade them out. That's a little bit messy, but hey. Hello, Pabaru. That looks cool. Is there a pixel? Is that a per pixel frame by frame animation or some sort of shader? It's a shader, yeah. So it's a shader that takes the color of the pixel, and then based on a progress value from 0 to 1, it steps down through the palette for the next darkest colors. So it essentially just steps through the colors over a period of time, and the time is configurable because, again, the color that gets reshaded on the sprite is based on the value of progress, which is a 0 to 1 value, so basically 0 to 100%. So it's 0% darkened or 100% darkened. And then I just use a tween to change that progress value over time. So if I want things to fade out very quickly, I can do that. If I want things to fade out slowly, I can do that. So I click this. There we go. So that is all fading out now. Good. Oops. Cool. All right. I think that's fine. So fix health option, fade out. Cool. All right, let's do this one. Sell and stash text in inventory is not readable enough. So that is part of the visual updates that I want to do. So this stash text and this sell text here, those are the things that need to change. So you can not really read those very well. So I'm going to change those. So this frame is where? Assets, UI, inventory. So let's go ahead and open up Sprite. Open file, assets, UI, inventory. We have the inventory.asprite here. So we've got the cell text. Then we also have where's the stash text? Oh, inventory text. I'm going to rename this stash text. Okay. So here, what I think I want to do is we'll grab this. Let's go to shading. And we'll just brighten this up. I mean, that alone looks much better. But I do want to add maybe I want to add some shading to this. Well, maybe not. We'll see if I can get it to work. I think that looks all right. And we'll also brighten it up a bit. I think something like that is probably better. And we could do the same down here for the cell text. All right, let's see. Do this. I'm going to change this to shading. Oops. Brighten that up. Okay. I think this is looking better. We just slap a couple of the white pixels there. So hopefully that looks a little bit better. We will see. All right, so that should be brightened up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Wish listed. Wish you the best of luck with your project. Don't relax when it's on live, though. It's bad enough when there's a couple of QAs. It's freaking hurricane when there's hundreds of them. Don't relax when it's on live, though. Yeah, what do you mean by that? You mean like when it's released? But thank you for the wish list. I appreciate that a lot. There we go. I think that text looks better. Yeah, that looks fine. Made the text a little bit more readable. Oh, wanted to say on stream. Gotcha. Man, that alchemy pot. I love how that alchemy pot turned out. I want to redo the liquid in there too, but I haven't got around to that. Just got lost somewhere between second vodka. Oh, goodness. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's 9:30 a.m. here, so the idea of imbibing such a substance right now is kind of funny. But I'm sure it's later where you are. Okay. Update inventory text. Alrighty. We are just crushing through things. So I do have to redo the tutorial. That's going to be a huge amount of effort. Pure noise for liquid alchemy. Full screen button and options menu has layered text. I might as well fix that too. We're just going to fix a bunch of little bugs, I guess. Wonder if it's possible. Let's see. I'm going to try something. Public new string text. Get. Let's do set. Label dot text equals value. Let's see what happens there. Okay, I just want to see if that fixes the layered options or not. Options. Oh, it did not work. It broke. It broke entirely. I guess that's not going to work. Let's do this. Private string text get text set text equals value. Okay, let's try this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this working the way I want to. By hundreds of QAs, I meant actual players who are bombarded with angry bug reports and feature requests. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think this is not working either. I've already run playtests with a couple hundred people playing the game. And yeah, there's a lot of feedback for sure. But the nice thing about the feedback, collecting a lot of feedback, is that you start to notice patterns. Like there tends to be feedback that is repeated very often. And so it becomes the case where I don't really need to pay attention to literally every single word of every piece of feedback. The most important thing is that I'm noticing the patterns, and I can say, oh, well, this person is saying the exact same person as these 5 other people, or saying the exact same thing as these 5 other people have said. So it becomes easier to manage in that way. And yeah, there are going to be people that don't like aspects of the game or whatever. Like I've already gotten comments. I redrew this alchemy pot, and I've already gotten comments from people who said, well, I liked the old one better. And it's like, I don't know, there's nothing I can do about that. It's like, I like the new one better, so that's what we're going to do, But yeah, it is something to manage for sure. I wonder why this isn't working. Maybe this needs to be base.text. Oh, and then base.text equals null. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Options, and it's still doing its little thing there. So this is just not going to work. Okay. I'm just going to have to do set text. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. So now my options menu full screen toggle button dot set text. Full screen toggle button. This is a custom button. Okay, we're just gonna have to do that, I guess, for those specific cases where the button text can change. Options, full screen, on, off. Okay, we fixed that. Good, fine, good. Custom skins can always be sold separately as DLC, yeah. I mean, I do think I'll support some options to change the look of the game. Not like the individual art assets, but maybe like a color palette swap or something. That's something I definitely want to do. That's something that I definitely want to do. Use instance uniforms for clickable control outline materials. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Remove delay in moving entities when visiting cleared node. Delay. Add some additional buffs to defeating stronghold bosses. Implement adjusted third region music. When only one card can be taken. Yeah, so I need a... Oh, there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of things to do. Okay, but I think what we'll do is we'll do some new content. So there were some content suggestions in the Discord. So let me pull those up and we'll add some new content. If I can find Discord on my phone, here we go. All right, so in Alchemortis suggestions in the Discord, got some reagent ideas. Yeah, let's do, maybe we'll do a new card. We'll do a priest from the Discord. It was Ninja Link's suggestion, so let's do card inspection tool. I want to know, let's see what shape I want to make the priest here. Also, I think the enemies have a lot of minions. Oh, maybe not too many. Just need more enemy cards, generally speaking, but... So we've got a bishop and we've got a friar. So we're going to want a priest as well. We have a lot of 2x1. Maybe not. Actually, we don't have too many 2x1s. So maybe we'll do a 2x1 card for the priest. So let me write this down before I forget. Priest. And we're going to need flavor text as well as the abilities, which is paralyze, card that deals poison, and apply one holy. And then let's tag this as content to stay nice and organized. Okay, so we do the card creation tool. Let's do a 2x1, no, 1x2. Call this priest, create. So that will set up all my boilerplate here. Look at all these files that changed. So that adds the priest to the card ID. It adds the priest to the card constructors here. It also creates the priest. Oh, I need to change this. This is a new ability configuration. Oh, no. It was right the way it was. It just needs a key now. That's the new thing. So actually, let me go to my card creation tool. Nope. Card creation tool. Let's put this in here. Key equals replace me. That should be fine. All right. So we'll add the priest abilities, but first, let's go ahead and bring up that priest asprite file. Load a default palette, and let's go ahead and get started. So I think what I want to do for the priest is... How do I want to do this? We have to give him like a Roman collar, so I definitely want to emphasize that. As far as like what he's doing, what his pose should be, I wonder if we could do like So I'm just placing things around. Do like a prayer pose, you know what I mean? So this is going to be a little bit rough to start, but that's okay. So yeah, this arm is a little bit weird. That seems like it might work. Just gotta figure out how to represent it properly. I mean, does it? I don't think it makes sense to do this. I'm just playing around with different things now. Well, we'll see if we can make that work, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work out, but that's all right. Something like that. Do we want to give him like a... maybe like a orthodox kind of style headwear, maybe? Maybe we could do that. Like this guy here. That might work. We're mixing up a little bit of things, though. We're doing the Roman collar plus the Orthodox headwear. That's like That doesn't match, but that's okay. It's just a game. What do I want to do here? I think I'm right back where I started. Well, figured out, I guess. Probably want to update the pose a little bit, but I'm also thinking if I do like maybe some kind of belt or something, maybe that would work. Yeah, I mean, we can make it work. Just gonna be a little bit tricky, that's all. I'm gonna figure out what to do with the hands here. Dang, why are hands so difficult? Well, I'll have to figure that out. I think that probably looks a little bit better though, that shape. So we just need to get this working. But I think it's turning out okay. I think it's fine. It's just, I just need to fix the hands a little bit and maybe reposition the arms somewhat and then do all the shading. But I definitely think it's all right. So anyway, I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break, and then when I come back, we'll finish this up, and then we'll also add the abilities to the card. So I'll be right back in just 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see what we can do here. Maybe that kind of hand shape will work. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. I think that looks better. Now we just gotta figure out the highlighting. That might be too dark, but I guess we'll see what happens. Hello Nathan, welcome back, good to see you. Ada and good to see you. Apples are not bananas, that's true. Welcome back, welcome back. I don't know about, let's see. Maybe I'll just use... Maybe that looks better. This dark purple is very hard to work with. What if I should just change this? I mean, what if I use like maybe the blue instead? I don't know if that's gonna look good, but I don't know. Let's try it out. And then this here. Maybe we could keep that orange actually. Maybe not though. I mean, maybe that's okay. Blueberries are not apples. Cucumbers are not rocks. Okay. I don't know about this. I feel like the blue is also very hard to work with. I mean, what if I just... Should I just get rid of this? Maybe just get rid of that. Okay. I guess the alternative here is to use white for everything. It looks kind of cool, actually. I'm insane, yeah. Maybe dark purple. No, I tried dark purple originally. It didn't work that well. This is taking way longer than I thought it would. I thought we'd be in and out on this priest, but I guess not. Well, we're just drawing stuff, I guess. We're just drawing stuff. We'll see what works. I mean, I guess that doesn't look terrible. I was planning to add none too. Yeah, I could do that for sure. Yeah, I don't think that looks terrible. I think it's okay. What do you think? You like it? You like it, Marcos? I think it's fine. I mean, it's... It's fine. It's serviceable. It is serviceable. Okay. Now we need to outline it. That's probably all right. Okay. Export priest. Now we can go into the priest here. Priest there. We gotta add flavor text. This is a 1/2 turn cooldown. 9 is enemy is flippable. Minion ritual. Minion and ritual, and then what else? Critical chance. Do we want to do critical chance? I don't think so. I think this is fine. Okay, then we could go to the priest here. So this priest, this needs to be... We can do a... Oops. Ability builder dot paralysis. Duration 5. Query options or query target provider. Query target provider dot query options dot query. Let's see, paralysis. I think paralysis might already configure this. Query target board, yeah. Entire board order by random. So we need to get rid of the query limit. Or we want to keep the limit. We want to get rid of the tag filter. Query target provider dot query options dot custom filter. Card dot has base ability of type poison. Okay, and then let's go to the training dummy. Let's add poison here. Ability builder dot poison 1. Hello, Emerson. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. And then the other ability we want to do is ability builder dot holy 1. And we don't need this anymore. All right, let's see what happens. Project settings, debug, training dummy on. All right, let's go fight the training dummy. So this has poison. So if I add card priest, there's my priest there. Oh, I drew him facing the wrong direction. That's kind of interesting. Okay. So this apply turns 5 run 1 random enemy minion card. I need to change the description there. I gotta figure out what to do about holy. I think it's still a little bit too confusing, but that's okay. So this should say that apply poison now. Applies 5 turns of paralysis to one random enemy card that applies poison. Okay, so I think that's working. I'm making an incremental game about robbing people for a Godot jam this month. Currently working on the skill tree. That's really fun. Yeah, skill trees are fun. I like building skill trees. I like when there's skill trees in games. I need like paralysis, VFX, and holy. Do I have that written down? Oh, this is done. I can move that big one out of here. I fixed that one. Do I not have the VFX? Add more combat VFX. We need one for holy. Let's see, delete. Holy, what else do we need? Paralysis. Okay, anyway, this card is working though, so that's good. All right, can't really complain about that one. Can't really complain about that one. All right, we can call the priest done for now. One new enemy card has been added to the game. Actually, I'm not done with it because I need to change this minimum notoriety region to 1. Okay, now it's done. Now it's done. So we still need flavor text for it, but that's okay. Oh man, there's still a lot of stuff to do here. There's still a lot to do here. I want to see what happens here. Just play around with this wave function collapse for a second. Six. I want to see what happens with the priest in there. There's a priest. Yeah, some of these boards still have way too many of the same cards, but I think as I add more enemy cards, this should be fine. So this is the enemy board generator. This is just a little tool that I made to do all the logic for the enemy board. So I can see what the enemy boards will kind of generally look like during a run. I think it's mostly okay. Sometimes cards are generated not with no synergies, which is fine. There's just a lot of field mice being placed. I think that's largely because the field mouse is the only 1/1 minion for the enemy. So I think I just need to add more 1/1 minions for the enemy. But I think we're generally okay. Like, look at all those, like all these 1/1 cards along the bottom there. But anyway, oh my. Oh my, that is a tough board right there. Holy macaronis. Okay. Wave function collapse on Sunday. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Wave function collapse on Sunday. All right, so what should we do next? Let's see. I think there was another suggestion in the Discord here. So we could do some new reagents and stuff. I haven't done reagents in a while. We've got all the save system stuff to work on still. Let's see. Noise for the alchemy pot liquid, that's a good one. I have to redo the tutorial. Yeah, I don't know. Any suggestions? Anyone want to see something in particular? Actually, I know what we could do. Let's see. All right, let's just do this. I need to get some play testing of the game done. Like my play testing of the game done. So what we'll do is we'll just do a play test of the game and we'll see how everything's feeling, because I have changed a bunch of numbers and whatnot since the last time I tested the game to try to make it less snowbally, more synergy oriented. And I also increased the notoriety penalty of visiting nodes, or the amount of enemy strength that is gained from visiting nodes. So we're going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break before I do that. And then when I come back, we'll just do a playthrough of the game. We'll see how far I can get, and we'll just take notes about what needs to be changed and whatnot. So I'll be right back in just 3 minutes and we'll continue on. Okay, I'm back. And actually, let me do something else. Maybe I'll turn on... Let me think. Give me 1 second. Maybe I'll get my sound effects configured so that we can actually hear the game. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I paused that. Let's do not unlocks, settings, SFX music. Do we need to turn this up a little bit? Maybe. Desktop audio. How is that volume for the game? Let me put my headphones on so I can actually hear. Let me know if that volume is too much or if it needs to be turned down even more, but hopefully that's all right. Okay, let's get into it. Waking up on a Sunday morning, booting into an Alchemortis run. Let's do it. All right. Sounds good to me. All right, good. Let's go grab a booster here. Get some cards to start. Deal 12 preserve damage. Deal damage equal to preserve damage dealt by this card since last execution. Let's try starting off with some defense here. Actually, let's just go ahead and alchemize this right off the bat. Was that a good idea? I guess that's fine. Might as well grab this reagent here. Oh, there's a grow board already. Now the question is, am I going to be able to beat this? It looks like I will be able to beat this. Cool. Let's see. Applies 25% blind to one random enemy minion card for one execution. Might as well take the squid. Why not? Okay, the stronghold is there already. Just grow that board down. Oh. Okay. Notoriety penalty increased by 3. Blood reward is increased by 5. Grants the following card: Eyeball. Eyeball. Reduces your maximum health by 5. I think I will go this way. Health upgrade nodes, shop node. I think the shop node would be good. Oh, look at the eyeball. There we go. Well, that's not a great spot for the shop. Let's see. Apply 3 turns of paralysis. Reduce turn cooldown by 5 if notoriety level is 25 or greater. I need to change that wording, but that's all right. I kind of want to alchemize this, but I think I'm going to get a bunch of negative abilities as well. Let's see what happens. Applies 3 turns of paralysis to one random enemy card. Reduce turn cooldown by 5 notoriety. Oh, I have a one turn skeleton warrior. Oh, but it's going to apply poison to me all the time. That's not going to be good. Okay. If I can remove that negative, though, are there any reagents around? There are no reagents. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I'm going to need some more cards, so let's go this way. We might as well just buff this guy. Okay. Grab the booster here. Wave function collapse, yeah. Alright, what do we got? 3 damage and deal for the damage dealt. I have another idol. I don't want that. Let's do Shoot. Goodbye, squid. I'm gonna do this. Slime plus syringe. Deal 2 damage for each time damage was taken since last execution. Perfect. So we'll grab that, and then I should be able to unlock these. Put that there. Oh, we're gonna upgrade this one now. Excellent. That's a tier 2 combat. Oh, that's kind of rough. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Let's see. Okay. Actually, we're good. Projects to adjacent allied cards, heal 3. 55% blind to 1 random enemy card. Projects to allied cards on the right edge of the board. Confuse 2 random enemy cards that deal damage. Let's take that one. I'm going to need to unlock some cards, but let's see. I want to see if I can get this 1 turn cooldown skeleton warrior. Oh, there it goes. Honey, remove 1 negative alchemy. 1 negative ability from the alchemy output. So that should remove that self-poison. Perfect. And now I have a 1-turn skeleton warrior. That's crazy. Okay. So probably don't need the idol anymore. We'll put that guy there. And then if I could get... Let's see. I guess I don't need to do any alchemy right now. Grab all those. All output cards have their turn cooldown reduced by 1. It's okay. We are almost... The enemy strength is almost going up. So I might loop back this way and head to the stronghold. Hopefully that will be okay. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Okay. 4 damage per allied minion card. Apply 2 fire. Hellspawn egg. Let's take the marionette. That's fun, yeah. Just a machine gun skeleton. That's ridiculous. Apply 4 bleed, deal 7 damage. Just take the mage, I guess. I need to do some alchemy. I need to get some more. Let's just put the hag in there and then... Let's just throw this in here as well. Okay. Projects to allied cards. Deal 4 damage to self. That's actually fine because I'm applying preserve, so that kind of cancels out. Let's move this guy over here. Deal 3 damage per allied minion card. Let's see. Increase health by 40. Oh, I don't have enough blood for that. Now I do. I need a sound effect for that. It's still playing the boss music. That's a bug. And I can't buy anything at the shop. Oops. Nice. Okay. That signpost is not fading out either. So I guess we're going to be stuck on the boss music for a bit. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Upgrade this guy naturally. So I'm going to see if I can fight the boss here. Oh, his turn cooldown went back to normal because I don't have 25 notoriety level right now. That's okay. Reduces the remaining turns of allied relic and ritual cards. To the right by 7. Absorbs up to 3 random abilities from enemy cards on combat start. If this card is on the top edge of the board. I definitely want that. Alright, let's just head to the stronghold here. Okay, we're gonna upgrade this guy again. Hopefully this will be easy. Alright, so what do I want here? Poison and ritual, fire and weapon. Let's get the ritual because I didn't take the crystal ball, never mind. Awards a Fungus Giganticus Spore card after combat victory. I kind of want the Fungus Gigantus. Sell that. Jellyfish. I will sell this guy. Alright, let's go to the stronghold. Let's see what happens. We're stuck on the boss music. That's kind of annoying. It's just paralyzing so many things on the board. Alright, boss defeated. Okay, it's gonna go back to the music now. Okay. So... see, that's a big health increase there. I guess I'll just make my way over to this region here, find that boss. This is ridiculous. Okay. I need to do some alchemy here. All output cards have an additional 10% crit chance. Let's throw that in there, might as well. And we'll throw that in there as well. Apply 5 poison, that'll work. Okay, let's make some room on the top edge of the board for this guy. I could put this here. Do I have enough blood for the shop? I do. I don't think the shop... I need to investigate that. Investigate shop upgrade is properly upgrading card tiers. Shop upgrade after boss defeat. Let's see. Inquisition strength threshold by 15. I think I want that one. And then let's do an enchant as well. Immune to paralysis. When this card becomes exhausted, exhaust a random card. Immune to paralysis. I guess I'll just throw immunity to paralysis here. Just so that way it doesn't, my main star of the show doesn't get destroyed. I think that was a bug. These are the kinds of bugs you can only find playing the game, I suppose. You take increasing fire damage over time. Blood reward is increased by 5. That's okay. Let's go here. Grab another eyeball. Actually, we could trigger this boss fight early over here, if I can get to it. Oh, wow. Absorbs up to 3 random abilities from enemy cards in combat start. So it's absorbed, apply 10 preserve, copies up to 3 abilities of adjacent cards. 50% increase the critical chance of 3 random allied adjacent cards by 100% for 1 execution. Dang! So I actually need to move this guy off the top edge of the board now. Which means I need to get some alchemy going. Deal 10 damage if notoriety level is 50 or greater. Paralyze each card that dealt damage to the current board since last execution for 4 turns. Applies 5 turns of paralysis to 1 random enemy mini card. Reduce turn cooldown by 7. We'll grab that. I need 2 more. I think I have a nasty idea here. Oh, but I don't. I can't alchemize that. My board isn't big enough to alchemize that. Well, let's just do these. Nine preserve, 2 poison. Okay. I think this is good. Copied from Skeleton Warrior, reduced turn cooldown by 7. Yeah, I think I want that. And this one is projects to allied cards on the right edge of the board. Confuse 1 random enemy card that deals damage. So these 2 cards... Oops. These 2 cards here are going to get that confuse. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I have to be careful. I probably want to leave this cell empty because this is copying very, very good abilities. Yeah. This is going to be nasty, I hope. Goodness gracious. Alright, I'm going to sell the Fungus Gigantus. Sorry about that. Okay. Get some reagents here. Ooh, Death Orchid. That's what I wanted. Oh, but it's not useful anymore. Okay, we'll get rid of the Voodoo Doll. We'll keep the Death Orchid. Now we gotta go find the stronghold. Phoenix, get rid of that. That's fine. We're at 96. Here's an enchant, though. I like that you got to choose one grave out of 3 to dig out. I guess there could be a battle in one of those instead of loot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be a cool idea. Hello, easy mode, by the way. Ability target limits. Oh, this is going to be nasty. So now that's going to apply paralysis to 2 enemies. Do I want to grow my board? Oh my gosh, this is quite a stomp here. I'm just paralyzing everything. They have no chance. Okay, so all the combat encounters were upgraded now. Let's see. Contains paralysis. What do I have? I want some more minions, I think. Alright, I need to start alchemizing some things. So we'll make the alchemy board bigger. Let's do this. This. Actually. Allied ritual cards. How many ritual cards do I have? Not many. We'll take this then. Do this, do that. Do this. Output cards have an additional 10% crit chance. Adds the following as a guarantee to the left edge of the board. Alright, let's see. Increase turn cooldown by 3, apply 3 bleed to self. Echo if the board contains multiple acolyte cards. That doesn't help me. I don't think any of these are good. But we'll just hold on to this one for now. Might as well just put that there for some extra defense. Can I make this work? No. Yo, I just binged your code reviews. Good stuff. How long have you been working on this game? I've been working on this game for about a year. So I started it in March of 2025, and it's now March of 2026. So, yeah, but welcome to the stream, Albanfus. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Hello, Christoph Klestel. This looks so good. Thank you. Yeah, I think there's some things I'm noticing that are not quite right. Like I need to tweak some things some more, but I think it's coming along. Just need to do a lot of play testing and fix. Like I'm still finding that alchemy is a little bit too restrictive, I think. Yeah, I'm finding that alchemy is a little bit too restrictive, so yeah, I may need to tweak that some more. I think the board unlocks a little bit restrictive. Yeah, I just gotta figure that out, I suppose. When a card is upgraded, it is upgraded by an additional tier. Let's take that one. Do we have an upgrade? Oh, we do. Let's go here then. And we're going to upgrade this guy. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Tier 5 Skeleton Warrior with the turn cooldown reduced by a crazy... It's a 1 turn cooldown Skeleton Warrior, Tier 5. Goodness gracious. I don't know if it's possible for me to lose at this point. Love the polished mechanical depth, build variety, incredible. Thank you. Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 7 damage. Skeleton dragon. I still can't really use the skeleton dragon, which is unfortunate. I still need to figure out how to make large cards more appealing. I think part of the issue is that since it's so hard to grow the board size, the large cards are just very difficult to use. So I think the board size is a bottleneck here. What else? Yeah, I think I just need to figure that out. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to figure it out. Shop. I've got a lot of money, so let's see what we can pilfer from the shop here. Unicorn horn. Upon acquisition, swaps the values of blood and alchemical residue. Oh. Do I want to do that? Let's do increase board size. Move the board to the left. Okay. I could do something really interesting here. Let's buy the explosive flask. Let's also purchase the enchant. Converts half of damage dealt to bleed. Turn cooldown is reduced by 1. Let's just put that on this one. And then I'm going to purchase this. That swaps it, so now I've got 28, and I can just bust out this stuff. This one is not going to be good because it's got those negative alchemy abilities there. I need to be able to clear those before I can effectively use that card, I think. But we could. Allied ritual cards. How many rituals do I have? Just one. Oh, I have 2 ritual cards. Okay. So maybe this will be alright. We'll unlock those. Slap that in there. Actually, I might be able to do... Yeah, I can do this, actually. Oh, fudge. I was going to alchemize that with the slime, but I don't have a death orchid. And I'm still looking for the stronghold too. Do I want to swing down here and see if I get a death orchid? Maybe I will. Let's just put this here for now. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is too strong. Hellspawn egg, we'll keep that. Let's see if I get a death orchid here. Ooh, got the death orchid. W pull, W pull. Is there anything else that I want to add in here? Probably not. Let's just do this. Okay, 5 turns of paralysis. Projects to allied ritual cards, deals 7 damage. 3 damage for each time damage was taken since last execution. That's actually kind of useless because I'm paralyzing everything on the board. But this is just more paralysis, I guess, so that's alright. Might as well unlock more of these cells here. Put the explosive flask there. I don't have any honey, so I can't undo those negatives there. Snail cat. Where is the strong... Oh, the stronghold's all the way up there. Okay, I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit. Grab some more health just in case. We might as well just trigger the boss fight. That's what I'm trying to do here anyway. Can't upgrade that card. What's the next best one to upgrade? This one, probably. Yeah. Oh gosh, that is a big enemy board. I'm just paralyzing everything. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I might have to nerf that eyeball ability. Okay. So now I have to find the last stronghold. I'm just going to take the notoriety penalty here and just kind of shimmy my way down here. Nerf paralyze, yeah. Goodness gracious. I'm just stomping everything. I'm gonna get that imp soon, which should be interesting. Oh, we got new music now. Giant finger. Actually, that'll be a good one to alchemize some stuff onto. Let's see. Bleed, and then 12 damage. Let's do it. I did not get what I wanted to. Apply 5 bleed, deal 8 damage, 4 bleed to self. Ooh, that's... I can't do bleed to self because I think I'm gonna shred myself with this guy here. This one-turn skeleton warrior. 5 poison to self is more doable. 5 bleed, 8 damage, 6 preserve. That's not exactly that good either. Well, this one is basically just a net positive, so we'll take that, I suppose. And then... do I want to do anything else? I'm not really applying any statuses. I don't think Snail Cat is going to work here. Well, we could do Fist of Anger with the Giant Finger. See how that works. 6 damage to self. Let me think. That's actually going to be fine because I have a number of cards that scale off of damage taken, so we'll just put the Giant Finger there. We'll go this way. Oh my gosh. Apply ritual tag, project the ritual tag. Oh wait, oh it projects the ritual tag. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, that's not gonna help me. I'm gonna get rid of this guy and put the Acolyte here, because that's gonna add 3 more ritual cards to the board, and then this Gorgon head here is basically scaling off of all of those cards. Because the Gorgon head projects deal 7 damage to allied ritual cards. So these are all rituals here, these 3, and then this Acolyte is adding the ritual tag to those 3 as well. If this setup is not very easy to recreate, then it might not need a nerf. Yeah, that's the tough thing, right? It's like I have to play the game enough to know like what the average experience is. I don't know if I'm just on a really good run right now. And also the other problem is I know how to play the game too, so it's like it's so hard to like disentangle like what I know about the game and all the tricks that I know compared to like a new player. All right, the combats are getting stronger. Ooh, we can go get that artifact. I feel like the stronghold is probably this way. I don't really need any of these cards now. Or add some kind of paralysis resistance to boss enemies if they don't have it already. Yeah, that's an option. Adds the minion tag. Adds the relic tag. Do I have one that does damage per minion? Deals damage, 7 damage per allied minion card. Okay, so we're just gonna add, let's just add the minion tag to this one. Nope, no stronghold here. Oh, another minion tag one. Might as well. Where is the stronghold? Stomping enemies in the map is fine, but just shutting down bosses entirely a bit much, even on a good run. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, how do you make a boss not stompable, even if you're on a good run? Goodness gracious. Come on, where's the stronghold? It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, it's there. Alright, let's see what happens. Tapeworm. Goodbye, tapeworm. Yeah, probably some changes need to be made, but that's alright. Goodbye, boss. Hey, I won. You can see the combat log. Enemy board took 131 fire damage. How was I dealing that much fire damage? I don't understand that. Mimic applied 10 fire. Oh, it copied the Acolyte ability. Oh, I didn't even recognize that. And the Mimic had a 2-turn cooldown. Goodness gracious. So I just had a couple of cards that had ridiculously low turn cooldowns. Yeah, the Mimic and the Skeleton Warrior were just like spamming attacks. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. How's it going? Bell sniff? I don't know what that means, but welcome, Vase. Good to see you. Okay, well, that was a playthrough of Alchemortis. I think for the most part, like, it's fun. It's definitely fun. It's just, I don't know if it's challenging enough. I mean, parts of it, like, I think the alchemy is still a little bit weird to interact with, and I think the board unlock system is a little bit restrictive. And then, yeah, just like difficulty. Again, I'm trying to make the combat a little bit less bursty. I've already done quite a few things, but like lowering the damage numbers and stuff, but I also may just want to inflate a little bit the turn cooldowns, because I think the cards, generally speaking, have pretty low turn cooldowns. So I wonder if I just go through and just up the turn cooldowns of everything a little bit and see how that goes. That might be good. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the stream today. I gotta go get some stuff done. But if you're interested in the game, you can wishlist Alchemortis. It's available on Steam. Definitely appreciate the support. And yeah, we'll get all these issues fixed. I mean, I think the game is solid. I think that it's generally coming together very well. I just need to continue to tweak and refine a lot of these things. So yeah, that's where we're at in development. But yeah, thank you again, everyone, for watching. Thank you for being here. You can find other ways to support me and the game in the description below. You can join the Discord, all that good stuff. Hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will be back at it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you there. All right, take care, everyone, and bye-bye for now.